This is Chris York. At the tone, leave your name and message. I'll get back to you.
Hello, Chris. I heard your parody you did about my movie. I wasn't very happy. I might have to break both your fucking legs.
Eyewitness accounts say the creature has teeth, leathery wings, a beak, and claws. It is a vampiric creature associated with witchcraft, often the servant or familiar of a witch or witch doctor. So it's a lightning, vampire, Thorbird. Hairy man on man. And these flightless bats that he suggests will come about hunt on the ground in packs using echolocation and just eat everything. Bigfoot may have tickled somebody's balls, aliens may have anally probed people, and your Fortean Slip Daily Dose starts now. Hiya people, and welcome to the Fortean Slip Daily Dose, episode 35. This is the end of the world episode. The end is nigh, people. It's all fucking over. Pack your bags. We're fucking done. Oh, waiter, check please. The Science and Security Board of the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists, which makes decisions based on stuff that may happen in the future, and put a fake clock on the wall, have decided to move said clock to 3 minutes to midnight. That's 2 minutes up. The last time the clock was moved was in 2012, and I did not realize that we were in the middle of a Watchmen movie. I'm fucking baffled. I didn't know that Nixon was still president for his 5th term, and that Christ, when did this? Who decided that a fake clock on a wall is going to determine how close we are to the end of humanity? Because that's really what it is. It isn't the end of the world. This world will continue on long after we're gone. It's the end of humanity. While we may take a few fucking creatures with us, there are things that will climb back out of the primordial soup or evolve beyond what it is now. The world will change. The world will move on. We are but a blink on the face of the fucking planet. Thank you for the fake clock. I'm taken back to when I was a kid, when I was really young and the Cold War was going on. We were constantly back and forth with the Russians. It was Reagan, it was fucking Gorbachev with his goddamn birthmark on his head. It looked like a red mark similar to a cum spot when you splooge on somebody, if no one knows who I'm referring to. But I remember when that was going on. I remember when everybody was worried about nuclear war. I can remember being so scared as a young child because it was everywhere. It was on the news. It was everywhere. You'd hear your parents talking about it. You'd hear other adults talking about it. You'd hear kids talking about it. And it scared me to the point where I was terrified. I was terrified of what would happen. Because that's all you heard of was, nuclear weapons, nuclear war, and it's the end is coming. If Russia launches, then we launch, and it's just fucking, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? All it did was create this fear amongst the people that this hypothetical situation could go down. When in reality, most of the people on both sides, the people, the citizens, are just going about their normal lives, trying to live, trying to go through their daily existence, going to work, taking care of their kids, making sure mom and dad are okay at the nursing home or whatever. This stuff comes about because of governments and people in power. And we have to deal with it. The things that, as far as like wars and the climate change that they're talking about happening now, I don't know what my stance is on climate change, and I'm not, coming out and saying, it is for sure this or it is for sure that. I'm not fucking going to come on here and say that. But those types of things, it's influenced by great many people, not singular people. Now, granted, it's a bunch of singular people all stacked up on one another doing these things that causes, this eventual big thing that fucking happens. But a lot of that is because of policies that are enacted in countries and the way that governments run and the way that countries run. I think it's kind of silly that they're moving a fucking fake clock to show that we're closer to destruction. So many times throughout history, people have thought that things were going to destroy us. Something that comes right to mind is when they were making trains and people were like, oh, if you go past 30 miles an hour, you shall surely perish. Then trains came about and nothing fucking happened. Everybody was fine. It just, the way that things go throughout time, people are fearful and people are easily made to live in fear by the people in power. Now, do I think this is a propaganda thing? I don't fucking know what it is. I just know that a fucking fake clock on a wall doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't show me anything. A hypothetical situation somewhere down the line to try and show me where we're at, it doesn't do anything for me. What does that show me? It shows me a clock, a couple of hands. It's got 3 minutes to midnight. Great. It's going to be last call pretty soon, and somebody might have to fuck the fat chick. That's what I see. I don't see the impending doom of the human race. In 1999, everybody screamed and hooted and hollered and freaked the fuck out about fucking Y2K. Y2K, it was going to be the end. People were buying generators and flashlights and fucking candles. I worked at Walmart at the time. I can remember people coming in and just, the shelves were getting cleared of things. Batteries, unit water. It was insane. The amount of craziness that came over people. The societal insanity over this thing that didn't even go down. I don't get it. At the time when it was going on, I was like, yeah, we're all going to wake up tomorrow. Everything's going to be the same. Everything's going to be cool. I'll still be playing fucking video games and, coming into work and doing this shit. Nothing changed. I mean, and granted, that doesn't mean that huge catastrophic events can't happen. I'm not saying that huge catastrophic events can't happen. But this physical representation of the end of humanity as a clock kind of fucking bothers me. This has been the Fortean Slip Daily Dose, episode 35. If you like this shit, hit the like button. If you don't, hit the little thumbs down button. Leave a comment. Hit that subscribe button, people. Plowing the way to 1,000. Should be doing the news tomorrow morning with Steve, as far as I know. Things may change between now and then. We do not have a topic for Sunday for the show. God only knows what the fuck we'll do.